everybody. This is JFL Live. We back again. This is Tony G, Duval's finest. It's going to be a war today. Florida against Tennessee. But we're going to do some introductions first. John got that little ass jacket on, but that's all right. We're going to just keep it going. First, I'm going to introduce to my right, my boy always, Johnny Jaguar. What's up, baby?
What's up, everybody? You know, John Fichter, a.k.a. Johnny Jaguar, a.k.a. the #1 fan here. Man, I can't wait till the show over here. John's been talking about this for a week, talking about that silly-ass Tennessee volunteer team acting like they doing something with the rookie quarterback this year. But it's okay. We're going to let him think he's in fantasy land. Introduce my boy below me with the small jacket on. Stole it from his mom, Mr. Big John Henderson, baby.
Rocky Top, you always be home sweet home to be good home. Rocky Top, let's go. You know who it is. It's your boy Big here. Tennessee, we in the building, and we about to get out there. It's going down, but I got a gator in the building. But Jay Gaffney, what's up, y'all?
What's going on, baby? We here.
Yes, sir. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Okay.
We here.
Before we get into it, Tony, what's going on?
Hey, so listen, we did Petty Week and it turned out really well. This week we're gonna do something a little serious. Tony's talk for today, real talk. We're gonna be giving away 98 bags of toys to kids here in Jacksonville. So those that want to give and contribute for these 98 bags, please let us know. Send us an email. And if you know a family that's in need, give us a shout. Because during the holidays, it's all about looking out for each other. We can't depend on other people to look out for us in our city. We got to do it ourselves. So the word of the day is look out for the person next to you, okay? All right, now let's talk
Unless
football. I got Jabar Gaffney.
Unless he's a Tennessee volunteer. You can't look out for him.
Woo! I got Jabar Gaffney in the house because I told John I was going to bring a heavy hitter because John was talking some mad stuff. And he got a rookie quarterback coming on. Jabar, please let him know what's going to be like today.
Man, he already know what it is, man. We're going to beat them boys by 50 today, man. It's going to be
Oh, Lord. Okay. Do we want to start this right now? No, we not finna get into this right now. Y'all ain't finna. Y'all got it's too many Gators. It's 1, 2, 3. I'm waiting on somebody. I'm waiting on somebody. I can't start. Right now we gonna talk a little. Let's talk a little Jag then. I know.
Okay, let's talk a little Jaguar football first.
I know it's all
right. So Jabar, as a neutral guy watching the craziness with the Jaguars, they finally fired the GM. I mean, Jabar, you've been in the game. How long does it take for a guy to be bad before you fire him?
Man, I don't know. In the Jaguars case, they take a long time. It seems like they take a long time to realize, man, that people need to get fired. They be getting rid of the wrong people. It's by the time they start making some better moves, man. This team got to get better. They got to pick the city up.
And you know what, man? I think he see that now. I think he done seen that he been getting rid of the wrong people.
Right.
No disrespect. It's just what it is.
Right.
It's what it is. You see, I mean, so yeah. I think it's gonna be a new start. Look, I hope they win. I want them to win tomorrow. John wants to lose. So
they say a lot about culture. And Jabar, you played for one of the best culture teams ever, the Patriots. So explain to the Jag fans watching and Tennessee fans, you know, what's it like playing for like a real culture? You know, like that Belichick. Is he really that hard? What's it like playing with the GOAT Tom Brady? Let everybody know what's that like.
Man, it's the best, man. It's like you said, it's that culture, and it's more like a family, and it's that system. You got to get everybody on the same page. You can't have everybody out doing their own thing and saying this and saying that about a coach or another player. Man, you got to have that unity and togetherness to have everybody going out there and like playing for one another for real, instead of like playing for themselves. And that's a big difference in like how the Patriots do it in other different places. And losing and winning, that helps with all that. It goes hand in hand, man. When you start winning and buying into it, then you start believing.
That's right.
He never
start believing it, but if you don't believe it, man, people go astray, and that leads you to winning only 1 or 2 games in the season.
Hey, Coach Belichick never let it. As I was looking at it, nobody ever got above the team.
Right.
If they did,
right.
It seemed like they was gone.
Exactly.
Because I think it was one incident. I think it was a linebacker. I don't know. I just remember he was saying something. The next week he was gone.
Right.
And he was good. So
right. Yeah, man. We was playing the Jets. One of the years I was up there, man, and then we had to win the game. At the end of the game, a tight end got in the game, man. It was in the victory formation, 6 tight. He jumped off sides. Got a penalty, and just moved us back a couple of yards, nailed it again, and got on out of there. Man, we came back that next day. That boy was fired. They had to fire that boy for jumping off sides.
Oh man.
Yeah, that's it. But that just goes. But he don't play. He went strict to it. But at the same time, man, he came in at halftime and let Brady have it. Like, so you already from the top on the roster to the bottom, he don't play.
Yeah.
He treat everybody the same.
Oh, wow.
So let me ask this question. So, okay, here's the first question, because I saw it the other day. One of the names that went around for being a GM, and I like him. We've talked, professionally, personally, many a years. Mark Brunell is one of the names that came up for GM, and and people didn't know how to react to that. But as you guys as players, would you like a guy like Mark Brunell, or would you like another guy that never touched a foot on the field to come and be a GM?
Mark Brunell, because he's going to look at the player. I ain't talking about the books and all that crap. We talking about getting players to the Jaguar, building what he had in 95 and all that, going to getting where they was going. That's what we got. He knows that. He's a player. He see it. He know what we need. Right. We talked about that, Tony. We said we need more players in the organization. It's a new way. It's a new way.
You're right. The Jaguars need coaches that have played the game. They need a GM that's played the game. I take a pick out of John Lynch. John Lynch becomes a GM, and then all of a sudden players just coming.
Right.
And I see that same thing because Jacksonville. It's embarrassing actually as a fan for Jacksonville, because one thing that Jacksonville has is a lot of players that live in Jacksonville from every team. They come to Jacksonville. A lot of them are from here. It's weird to me that when we look at Jacksonville right now, we just say Keenan McCardell there.
Right.
You know what I mean?
But guess what? Everybody else is in the back. Greg, Scobie, they work on the other side.
But they supposed to be in the front.
Hey man, they was the best in what they did. It makes sense. I mean, this generation is different. And
I agree with that. John,
we can read and we can see them. We see them the way they are. The older guys, the strict, not a rule, they're not gonna see that no more, man.
Right.
It's kind of
I'll give an example. I see Jabar like a Keenan McCardell. If Jabar was coaching pro athletes at this younger day and age, Jabar is at that age where he have to grab one of them jokers by the throat.
Right.
Because they don't have that respect anymore. Listen, if nobody don't remember this, 2 years ago, Keenan Cole was on the sideline and he said something to Keenan McCardell. And Keenan McCardell forgot he was on TV and grabbed that joker.
Right.
Look, and since then, you ain't never seen Keenan Cole arguing with Keenan McCardell, okay?
Right, not at all, man. You gotta get that respect, though. Like you said,
gotta get that respect.
So Jabar, what have you been doing after your NFL career lately? A lot of Gator fans want to know.
Oh, just been doing some light coaching and training and just enjoying life. Down here in Tampa now, I got my kids, raising them on up, trying to get my son ready to play. He's in the 9th grade now, so.
Oh wow!
Yeah, doing the family stuff and just trying to stay fit and live and enjoy his life.
Hey, so let me ask you this. I'm gonna ask both of y'all because I think it's something that people don't realize. So you guys have, when you have your kids and when you have that boy, I know that first instinct is my son gonna take after me.
Right.
But then as they get older and you have 1, 2, or 3 boys, you always have that one boy that he's smart, he want to get on the computers, he want to go that way, and he don't want to play ball.
Right.
How do you react to that?
It's funny because that's the little situation I'm in. My son, he always techie and like super smart, and he just now starting to transition over and starting to get that feel for it. So I just back him on whatever he want to do. He take it whichever way you want to go and just be the best at it. That's what I told him. So whenever he was ready, I told him I'd be there to train him up and get him out there until then. Shoot, if you want to play music, play music. If you want to make video games, do that, man. Just sell it something.
Yeah, I do the same way, man.
Yeah.
Hey, look, I'm not pushing them. I'm
Right.
not pushing them. Hey, find out what you want, and I'll guide you through.
Right,
Guide
exactly.
you through it. I'm a guide just like those people guided me on my way. And they made me let me make my decision. I played all the sports.
Right.
And I found my way. But they guided. I had guidance. That's all I'm doing.
Exactly.
Well,
exactly. Be there for guidance.
I heard a rumor, and Jabar, I know your family. I know my family, your family known each other forever. So it's funny. I heard a rumor. I didn't know you could play basketball.
Oh yeah, man. Basketball and baseball. Those are my favorite sports. I just did football just because my daddy did it and my friends played. But basketball and baseball, those are my best sports.
Oh man!
I mean, somebody told me your basketball game was better than your football game. I was like, what?
Yeah. I was way better.
What? Hey, for you, Jabar, like for me, I had to decide which one I really wanted to play in high school. I was about to quit football just to focus on basketball. No, coach said, nah, buddy. No. I feel like I had an intervention over here, intervention over there. It was just all over the place. And I was just like, man, okay, I'm playing. So, it was crazy trying to decide because I was top 10 in the nation, bro, basketball. ABT, I didn't go to Nike because I don't know. I just didn't go to it. I don't know why, but man, dude,
You've been called Baby Shaq.
Yeah, that was Baby Shaq. You know what I'm saying?
He was the original Baby Shaq.
Yeah.
I mean, it's funny because I know a lot of coaches and a lot of players. Me being from Jacksonville, and everybody kept saying, "Man, Jabar, basketball game was on point." I was like, "What?"
Yes, sir.
Hey, this Joker Hill was one of the best in the city. I was like, no.
Let me ask you guys this. How come you guys didn't do the Peppers route and play both basketball and football in college?
Man, if I could go back, if I knew then what I know now, that's what I would have did. I would have played both. But I just got caught up in playing football and decided that was what it was going to be. I had the opportunity to go out there for the basketball team, but I ain't take it. That was one of the dumbest mistakes I think I made in college.
I'm right there with you, bro.
Yeah.
Your football game was great. Now, your football game was great. But I heard you were scouted for basketball too.
Yeah, scouted for basketball and for baseball. I was in the 10th grade. I got clocked throwing 95 in the 10th grade.
Woo.
I was pitching. Yeah, I used to be the real deal. I say football was just something to do, and because my dad did it, I had the same little situation, man. I never forget 10th grade. My dad he was dropping me off to school one morning, and we was talking the same thing. I told him I wasn't gonna play football no more. I was just gonna concentrate on basketball and baseball. And he said he looked at me with a straight face. He said, "Man, if you do that, you ain't gonna be shit."
Dang.
I was like, damn. It's like you playing football too then. But yeah, he was speaking of like it's better odds of making it in football because it's more people, more teams, and all that. And basketball and baseball is shorter numbers, so the odds were, I guess, better in football. But I love basketball, man. If I can go back, I would never stop.
All right, question: is LeBron James the GOAT? Is he the GOAT?
He working his way up there. Jordan still
No,
the
it's
GOAT.
yes or no. Is he the GOAT?
Oh, well,
No.
yes or no, nah.
Okay,
No.
now, hey, John, he can stay on the show. Because if he was going to say LeBron James is a GOAT, I would have had to leave.
Nah, he ain't there yet, but I got to give it to him, man. He working his way up though. He working his three championships on 3 different teams. You got
but his record's like 4-12 in the championship.
Yeah, I don't care what his record is. Nobody still ain't. His record is horrible, but he still nobody else ever won it on 3 different.
And nobody else did it.
Yeah,
He the GOAT. Man, he the GOAT. He
ain't the GOAT though. Hey,
no, he ain't no GOAT, John.
Ain't nobody ever. Hold on. That's the whole thing about being a pro, a Hall of Famer. Nobody's done it.
Right.
3 teams. Nobody's done it. Why he's got labeled a GOAT? Why? Tell me. Don't make no sense. I want to hear it.
So you rather be 3 different teams and be 4-12 in the championship, or be 6-0 and 6 MVP finals? Come on now.
That's
6-0, John. What's the beat taste like, John? Never tasted it.
So basically, first of all, he plays on 3 different teams. He showed you he can win in 3 anywhere. I can do it anywhere.
Yeah.
Boom. Whatever, John.
What happened
Whatever.
To
I want to hear that.
What happened to loyalty,
I can
John?
do it anywhere. He can win a championship anywhere, anybody, anytime.
Y'all know what y'all gonna start. We gonna have
just like Tennessee. Anywhere. We go to the store and win.
Hey, Jabar.
Everything was true except for that last part. He kind of faded up on that end. He faded.
Hey, so Jabar, let me ask you this. So, you growing up, and I know your dad, so it's seeing you growing up. I mean, I got to admit, as watching you grow up, we all expected you to play football. We all expected you to play football. But how was it looking back and knowing what your dad did and whether you could step up to that level?
Oh, that was all part of the fun. That was all part of the fun and going there. I told him, man, you think you did something, wait till I get out there. And went out there and did everything, his whole career, I did it in my first year. It was fun, man. He got me prepared for that. He was my coach growing up. And I had a coach 24/7 in the house, and I had to give all my little credit and everything to him. He definitely trained me up.
And that's hilarious, because I was telling Johnny Jaguar, and I was talking to Lex last night. I was telling him, my mom knew your dad. My mom knows your whole family, and so it was funny you coming up, and I was like, damn, this joker gonna be a superstar. And I used to tell my mom, he gonna be better than his dad. My mom was like, oh no, his dad was the man. He always gonna be the man in Jacksonville.
That's all I always say. Oh, his dad was good, boy. His dad was good.
So was there any pressure for you growing up, as becoming like a big time Gator person, coming from Jacksonville, going into the league? Did you feel like some kind of like pressure that, hey, I'm trying to put Jacksonville on the map?
No, it wasn't really no pressure. It was just all fun. It was just all fun and games to me. So like I just liked it. I just liked playing and competing. So it wasn't never no pressure. It was just always like, all right, the excitement and the thrill of, all right, let's go.
And your generation,
I always represented Duval. From Duval, so any chance I got, man, I had to represent for my home team, especially getting to come on back there and play against them.
Yeah. And that's funny because, I would say 5 years before you, 5 years after you, that had to be the I don't know, Duval blew up because everybody was coming out of Duval.
Right. Everybody was coming out of Duval.
Everybody was coming out of Duval. Duval was putting out NFL players every week.
Right, exactly.
And it was special for me because, man, I was like, man, look all these cats coming out and like I say, watching you come out, except for when you went to Florida,
I almost went to Florida State. It was a small little, it was right there.
So what made you choose the Gators then?
I wised up.
Oh!
You heard that.
What made you choose the Gators over Florida State?
I ain't make that mistake.
What made you choose them over them?
It was just the offense, really, because I went to the in the 98. Yeah, 99. It was in Tallahassee. I went to the game and I was like, man, whoever win this game, that's where I'm gonna go. And Florida State actually won the game, but I was like, that Florida offense, I didn't just throw it around. I was like, man, I gotta go play.
So you weren't gonna leave Florida at all. You're gonna stay in. You were held back. I'm staying in Florida no matter what.
Yeah, I was staying in Florida unless Georgia would have offered me. That's where I wanted to go, but Georgia wouldn't offer me a scholarship because they know I was gonna go to Florida. But
John, that's kind of like you, right? You wanted to stay in Tennessee.
Yeah, I want to stay by my mom.
Yeah, you gotta stay close. You gotta be close to home, man. Ain't nothing like leaving whenever you want to, getting on the road 45 minutes out when you're home.
Hey, for real. I would have went to Vanderbilt or TSU if they would have recruited me.
I tell you, it's fun. It was fun for me because, I grew up, with Edgar Bennett, already knew Leroy Butler, and so people always say, well, why are you a Florida State fan and you went in the military? And I was like, look, I followed who I grew up with. I was a Florida State fan from the day Edgar stepped on the grass.
Right.
I was a Florida State fan, and then and then when I went in the military, that last part of my years in the military, I started watching you come up, and my sister became a Gator fan, and I was like, oh no. And so we used to argue, and she was like, look at Jabar Gaffney. I was like, look at him, so what? so now she's a true Gator fan. My sister, diehard Gator fan, went against the whole entire family. And but it was still fun because, in Jacksonville, you really either a Florida State fan or a Florida fan.
Right.
That pretty much was it.
That's it.
And even if you had people that went to FAMU, went to Bethune, you still was a Florida State or a Florida fan.
Exactly.
They put them shirts on.
Yeah. Yeah.
John calling it back up.
Get the audio.
He called back up.
Woo!
What's up, Fred?
Oh, you know I'm here, baby.
Yeah.
Oh, Lord.
It still ain't gonna help. It still ain't gonna help.
Okay, here we go.
That Gator ain't scared.
Hey man, we
What's up, Dad?
we what was that? What we got? We about to talk about this thing. Now I was waiting.
Oh,
for you
now
to
he
get
won't
on.
talk.
Yeah, it's that time. We gonna need all the time for Tennessee, Florida now.
Oh, here we go. So
John,
now you want to talk
introduce
about
him. Who just came on the show?
We got Fred White in the building, baby. You don't understand, Deuce.
Yes, sir, baby.
Yeah,
Hey,
so
don't make us start
What's up with Duval down there, baby? What's going on with Duval?
Hey, Fred, before we get into this Florida, Tennessee, what you got? Look like I think you got a shop, bro. You just
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Clothing store down here in Griffin, Georgia, my hometown, man. We came back and did some stuff, man. My brother started the line and we finally got a store and we kind of, servicing our neighborhood and our communities, bro, and doing some good things around here. Just trying to make it happen. You know how I go.
My next question is, you got
no excuses,
you got
baby.
big clothes? You got big clothes? Don't play.
I got something for you, big baby.
Okay.
What are you talking about? You wearing a medium right now. What are you worrying about big clothes for?
You want to go? I'm gonna go call my mom and bring my mom on here.
Oh, man, don't do that, dog. Don't do that
my
on me.
mama jacket. Talk about my mama jacket. So, okay. So
Wait. Hold on.
Come on, man. I'm ready.
Hold on. First, I want to acknowledge something. Everybody we have on this show always give back to the community, and we all appreciate that. So if you guys have a charity, please announce it, let everybody know so they can check out your website. Jabar, you've done so much for the community your whole entire career that people don't even know. And I love you for the fact that there's so much stuff people don't know that you do because you never look for the spotlight, and you've always been that way. And I appreciate that more than anything in this world.
Oh yeah, no problem. That's what it's about, man. It ain't about the limelight and getting the glory for it. It's about really doing stuff from your heart, man. That's what.
Absolutely.
I just like to get out there and do it, and let everybody, they know it. They know it. They ain't for the world to see, man. That's one thing I just always been big on. I give somebody something, it ain't for everybody to know that I did that.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's when you know it's 100, man. That's for real.
Right. Exactly.
That's right.
Exactly. I ain't doing nothing to go and post it on Facebook and be like, oh, look what I'm doing. Look what I'm doing. Nah, man, I'm doing it
from the heart, baby.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
We appreciate
Fred,
it.
you look cold over there. You got a hoodie too?
Yeah, George.
Man, I'm just trying to rock and see it, make sure everybody see what we got going on. That's all.
Oh, here we go. Can I start, Tony?
You can start now. You can start. Right. Jabar ain't scared of y'all.
Yeah, okay, ain't not at all.
Let's
talk about the history of Tennessee, Florida. The history. What did the coaches? So what did Spurrier say? What did it mean? What did Foreman say? It meant a lot for Tennessee. I knew. I when I got there, Fred, what was your experience? How was this Tennessee rival, man? Tell me something about it.
I'll say this: when I first got to Tennessee, I didn't know, about the rivalry like that. My first game I got to watch Tennessee play in person was the Florida game in 1994, and I remember watching Lawrence Wright hit Courtney Epps, a receiver, on a slant route and knocked him out cold, like took him out. He had to get carried out the field, and I was like, "Whoa, okay, this is different." And I watched them. I watched that Florida team, which was a beast of a team now. And when I came to Tennessee, everything changed that week. Everything we did changed that week. Listen, you didn't come in the locker room playing no games. You didn't come in there joking and that. It was serious that whole week. And it was real. You know what I'm saying? Like, you knew you had to play some ball playing against Florida, bro. And also you knew if you beat Florida, you got a chance to win the SEC championship. You got a chance to go to the SEC championship. That was what that game meant to us back then. But the only people that were standing our way, like I said, was Florida. And they were just as stacked as we were. And that was the thing. And I will say this. I've learned this over the last few years. And it was confirmed last night. Florida had all of our calls on defense. All of our calls. No, listen, I was talking to Fred Weary. And he was telling me, he said, man, yeah, we knew when y'all did this, it was cover 4. We knew when y'all did this, it was cover 2. So, like, the only
That's good coaching. That's good coaching.
That is great coaching. Great coaching. The only reason we ever beat Florida in 1998, we switched our calls in the second half. We practiced it all week. That week coming up to the game, we were like, all right, listen, in the second half, we're going to change our calls. We're going to switch them. By the time they caught on that we had switched the calls, it was too late. We was up. You know what I'm saying? And it was like, we couldn't really understand what was going on the first couple of years, but when we figured it out, it was like, all right, let's change the calls and see if it worked. And it did. They got us an interception. Deion got that interception in the middle of the field. Because of that, we changed our calls. Bro, but I'm serious. I found out from Fred Weary just a few days ago that they knew all of our calls. I was like, man, that's why I made it so easy to y'all.
Right.
And see, I'm embarrassed to say I was looking for Fred Weary's phone number last night because I knew that Jabar might need some help with y'all too. But then I thought about it and I said, no, Jabar can hold his own.
I can hold my own.
They from Duval, baby.
Tennessee, they double covered me and I still went off.
What was it like for you there, Jabar, when you got there? Was it like what Fred talking about?
Yeah, it was the game. Like that was the game, the third game of the season. And it meant like everything because Georgia wasn't really in the picture. It was us in Tennessee, us and y'all. Wow. And the winner of that game had control of the SEC East. And like that was the game you had to get up for. That was the game you had to get up for. And that's the game I made my name. Like that was my freshman year. I made my name off of that game.
All right, yeah, okay. Now let's bring it out.
No, I was just saying.
Hold on.
He did.
I wasn't bringing that up.
Man, okay.
I'm gonna give him respect when respect due. He did. And listen, he came in the game. He did his thing.
That game put everybody on both sides. It put y'all out there, put us out there. Like after that game, people knew who he was. You had to show up for that one.
Hey, Alex Brown, turfed it out.
Right. What like 5 sacks, 5 something like that.
I was like,
hey man,
you know he was going against a one-eyed guy, right?
Hey, I don't know who he was going against. I know he got the sack.
Big Joe. Big Joe, let me say this real quick, Big Joe. He was going against a one-eyed guy, but here's the thing. That's called coaching. We got our coach. You don't put Josh Tucker over there, and you got the best defensive end in the country over there on the other side?
Yeah.
You see him? Bro, why would you do that?
Yeah.
We should have left him on the other side. He should have been on the right side where his eye was. I'm sorry, but being honest.
That's true.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's just that Tennessee way, man. Y'all make a whole bunch of dumb decisions out there, down there, man.
We got our coach plenty of times playing against y'all.
Yeah, they made too many dumb decisions because y'all should have beat us a whole bunch of times.
We had the same amount of talent.
Well, y'all run the ball up and down the field on us, but y'all selling for 3. Y'all can't that selling for 3 and touchdowns. That's always made the difference in our games.
So let me ask you guys this:
what
was better?
Out of Coach Foreman.
What was guys better, playing in Florida or playing at Tennessee during the rivalry? Which one was always better, more hype?
Don't matter.
It don't matter. It was both. It was hype both times. I like playing. I like when we play.
So loud you can't hear yourself.
Yeah, it's loud in both places. That Tennessee was real loud.
Crazy loud.
It goes down and Rocky Top.
It goes crazy down.
I'm gonna tell y'all one of the intimidating things. One of the most intimidating things in any college stadium is when you playing in Florida and they start doing this and they all it's like, oh man.
Right? But one of the most aggravating things is when Tennessee started getting that ball moving and they start playing that Rocket Top song.
Rocket Top!
Woo, man, we hate that shit. That's when y'all be up, boy. I hate that shit. Rocket Top. Rocket Top, Tennessee. You start hearing that, boy, they do it. They rolling. They rolling, boy.
Hey, so I got a question for all of y'all. So there were years where it wasn't talent because y'all talent was equal. So then it just became coaching. I mean, I watched them games where the coach had to step up. Listen, Tennessee and Florida is bigger than that. It's that play for who got the best orange. It's that Holyfield fight. And so the coach, everybody already nervous. But when y'all look at the head coach and y'all get ready to go through that tunnel, do he get them butterflies and be like, oh Lord, this is it?
Florida, they always pay the referees off that.
Oh, wow.
So that leads me to the catch.
Oh.
Come on, Jabar. Now look, man.
He didn't catch that ball.
Okay.
Man,
he was bobbling the ball.
He didn't catch that ball.
He did. Okay, I know. I see it. I know. Y'all won the game. And I watched that play over and over. I said, did he have control? I thought he bobbled. You can't bobble it.
Listen, in today's world, in today's game, they would have said it was not a catch.
Yeah, it's all in the day and time, man. It was good back then.
It was touchdown then, but we weren't happy about it. I tell you.
Hey, and that referee did like this. He touched down. That sucker said, "Pew!" Oh, no part of that. He took off. He said touchdown. He took off, baby. Oh, that was hurt, boy.
The show had to get out of there, boy, before he changed his mind.
So
big,
Deuce, the question is, why couldn't Peyton beat Florida?
Because we got out coached.
So that was basically.
I love Coach Foreman to death, but we got our coach when we played against Florida. They always tried to put it all on Peyton to beat Florida. Peyton was like a coach on the field. He was special now. Yeah. But the thing was, you put the game of the year, every year, you put into a player's hands who's 18, 19, 20, 21 years old, and you expect him just to do what he do on the football field. That's not coaching, bro. You got to coach him too. And we saw that plenty of times in games. They just put it on his back and let him do it. And it was like, you know what? Looking back on it, they shouldn't have done that. They should have coached him. Because if you look at the next season, that's the best coaching job our Tennessee coaches ever did. That was the best coaching job they ever did.
Yeah.
Fred, I want to believe you. Fred, I want to believe you, but he brought that to the pros. Anytime there's a big game, he started choking. So, I mean, you can't blame all the coaching. He did choke a lot in the NFL.
The man is a Super Bowl champion and an MVP in the NFL and broke a lot of records. So
I can't look how long it took him, though.
It did, but the thing is, I think every coach did him a disservice by not coaching him. In my
No,
opinion,
they let him run the team.
yeah. The name of the game is coaching, right? You got to coach and put your people in position and those type of things. I get it. He's a great quarterback, those type of things, but I still feel like if they had actually coached him his last 2 years, it would have been a little bit different.
Right.
Talent-wise, we were equal, especially when 1996, bro, they went up on us 28-0. And you know why? Because we let Peyton call the first 15 plays.
Hey.
We were 3 and out 3 times in a row, and they scored on every possession.
Yeah.
That right there is called coaching. That means you're not doing your job as a coach.
Right.
So, Jabar, I got to ask you a question.
What we got?
What position did you think you were going to play when you first got to college?
Oh, receiver. Receiver. I went straight.
Somebody texted me just now. Somebody from Duval texted me, and they said, I told him he could have been a corner.
Play corner.
Yeah, I could have been a corner, man. All quarterback. I used to explain that thing a little bit. But shoot, I threw a couple passes, did a couple trick plays out there, but yeah. Corner, I used to be tough out there on that outside too. I can play both sides.
So
that boy was an athlete, man. He was an athlete.
So when you was in practice, you used to go against the receivers just playing around as a corner.
Yeah, all the time, man. We line it up. Let's go. I gotta get my practice in.
So you almost got your butt put on the corner side.
Almost, just about.
But it's funny because the person that texted me said, and that's funny, they used to watch you and used to go against your receivers just to get them hyped up, and you look good as a corner, but you was the best route runner Florida's ever seen.
Yeah. I had to get out there and get on that offensive side, man. I could have definitely got out there, lost somebody down.
How much did you study? So I'm gonna be honest. I don't know. I get these texts from people that know you, especially people that are from Duval, and it's people that know you because I can tell because they say, "Man, that joker used to study a lot. That joker used to get mad at his friends if you aggravated his study time." So you actually had a study time, and you wouldn't talk to the boys or nothing.
Yeah, man, I was into it. I was all in, but that goes to my dad and my uncles, man, for raising me up and, like I said, coaching me pretty much 24/7, teaching me how to watch tape and look at defenses and reading defenses and knowing what to expect from people, so to get the arm up, get the leg up, and get that advantage. And that's what it happened with playing both sides, so I can play a cornerback, going against the receivers, helping them out. But I'm also learning little different stuff, seeing what they're doing that I shouldn't be doing, and vice versa.
That's amazing you say that because I mean it's I can tell when people send us something or send me something personally and they're talking about a player that's on the show. I can tell when it's real because I got like 3 or 4 texts back to back and they all said the same thing. And they say, yeah, that joker would say, so you be studying and be like, look, I ain't got time for no girls and all that foolishness. Leave me alone.
Yeah, I ain't got time for it. I ain't got time for it, man. Shoot, man. I was in the 9th grade doing 3-a-days. Doing 3-a-day with my dad, man. He had me out there early in the morning, afternoon, and nighttime. We working, just constantly working, studying, learning the game, and it helped. I mean, it helped. During the time, sometimes I ain't like it. I wanted to be out there playing around and doing this and doing that, but ultimately it helped me.
So what was it like? So Jabar, what was it like having your uncle being the first black quarterback in the NFL? Like having that, like you have a lot of pressure. You have your uncle, you got your dad, and you like, man, I gotta be better than both of these guys, you know?
Right.
Like, what was that like?
I had to hold up to it. I mean, there was a little pressure, but it was fun. It was fun in the same sense, and it was like I didn't really realize it until like afterwards, like how good they were and the significance of everything and all that. My uncle being the first black quarterback there, and my dad and another 2 more uncles playing there, the family heritage tradition there. So mean, it was a little pressure, but it was like that excitement. Like, all right, let's go. I got to be better than them. There 4 of them hit them, and I got to go outshine them. So it's like it pushed me because I like take that pressure and turn it into production.
And you play with a chip on your shoulder, even in high school because of that. Because again, I know the family, and the Gaffney family was always known for football. So you played that chip on your shoulder that you didn't just play. It was amazing watching you in high school because you didn't play as Gaffney. You played as Jabar.
Right.
What happened in hey, I got a question. Let's get to that game. Y'all done? Because I'm still rubbing my floor in my gator pit.
Oh, he's finna get raw now. Okay.
I'm ready to smash it. I want to talk about when we came, 9/11. God bless everybody.
Man, it's showing some beautiful weather we're having out here today, ain't it?
Don't be trying to get away from it, baby. Hey, now look here.
Oh, he's getting serious.
I went to. I'll be quiet, John. Shut up. Y'all goddamn it. Shut up. We came to Florida and silenced the whole stadium.
How many times?
Y'all did.
It don't matter. When I played, that right there. I got on top of the ladder. I got on top of the ladder and I did what? Yeah. I wanted to.
Fred, did he really do that?
You brought the ketchup. You brought the ketchup first.
Yeah, y'all came back. Y'all got us, man, that year. But y'all got lucky. That 9/11 saved y'all. That 9/11, they pushed that game back, man. That still hurt me. That was on my birthday too. That was on my birthday.
Oh man.
Yeah, man. The boys said out there. They got one. They got one. Travis Stevens went praise on us. We ain't give up a 100-yard rusher all year. That boy went for like 240 on us.
That boy was a beast.
So when did you come to the middle of the field on that day? Did you come to the middle of the field? I know it's the linebacker. Yeah,
I was out there.
So, he can't. So I think it was overtime. Was that an overtime game?
Nah, y'all won it right at the end.
Right at the end. Yeah.
So he came out there. Hold on, man. He came out there talking shit. Oh, he fired me up, Jay. He fired me up. After that, I looked at Will off the Hughes off the street. Man, they fired me up, and I came around that corner. Shut! Get on that ground. Hey, Will Overstreet said, man, my ankle hurt. My ankle. Said, if you don't get your ass in this game, we're in a 3-4. I need the best out here now. We did that damn twist. I'm sorry. I'm just letting you know. Because we brought the havoc that day, baby. We wanted that because that.
Hey, so Fred, let me ask you this. What was it like meeting John the first time?
What'd you say?
What was it like meeting John the first time? You see how wild and crazy he is, how he gets about Tennessee Gators. What was it like the first time you met him?
He didn't say 2 words. He didn't say 2 words, bro. He was quiet as could be. We were like, what? He gonna talk? He didn't say nothing. Now, I will tell you this. The first time I ever heard him say something, when we had practice, and it was the best against the rest. And they put John, best against the rest, you take the starters, and you take everybody else on the other side. And, just the wording of best against the rest, then you put John on the opposite side, you put him on the rest. And
what?
Like, oh, yeah. They put him on the rest. The first time I ever heard him say something is when he broke a double team, and he was like, y'all can't hold me. And we were like, oh, shit, he talked.
Dude.
We're like,
yeah. I remember that.
Hey, man, I remember watching him. We had the number 1 offensive lineman in the country. He was from Texas. And we had John Henderson. They go up in this drill called the Tennessee drill, kind of like Oklahoma drill. Yeah. And they snapped the ball. Big John drove that dude back 15 yards. We ain't never seen nothing like that before in our life. Now, this is the number 1 offensive tackle in the country. Of course, he said he slipped. He want to go again. man. He drove him back 15 yards again. Like it was something different. But like I said, John didn't talk much. He didn't start talking till like his junior year. He didn't say much with us. He was real quiet.
Really? You never shut up, huh?
I had to learn. No, that's the learning process, man. I learned everything from them. I learned how to be the leader. I know we was gonna be a leader. Man, looking at Al, Fred, Jamal. I hung around Jamal when he was hurt. I was just, getting fed, man. And this is how I knew what to do to pass it on, to pass it to the next guy. I just don't know what happened at Tennessee when we lost it at. And that's why I was like, damn, why are we losing like that? We should be, you know what I'm saying? Because if it's passed on the right way, man, we should still be top 10s right now. Sorry.
That Gator bite, man. That bite from Jabar back in the day beating y'all.
I
recovered from the bite.
I was 2-2 against Florida. So we were 2-2.
I was 1-3 against Florida.
Oh.
I was 1-1 against Florida.
I want to know from Jabar. I want to know one thing. Like we paid attention to y'all. We knew exactly who y'all were, what position y'all. We watch y'all play on film all the time. Like literally, we watch y'all on film more than we watch anybody else.
Yeah.
Anybody else, because we couldn't beat y'all. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But we knew every player, what they did, where they came from, how fast they were, everything. We knew all of that about y'all. I don't know if y'all knew the same things about us, but we studied y'all more than we studied anybody else. I just want to know if y'all still just the same.
Yeah, we definitely y'all the same, man. Because like I said, y'all had NFL talent across the board. So we had to know it, man. We took that game like you say, like a national championship game, like the SEC championship game, because whoever won it was on there.
Yeah,
so we had to get our mind right. It went down to a play or two. It was coming down to a play or two, going down to the end.
You're right. I wish we had played y'all later in the season. Our wish was always that should be like our next to last game or last game of the season. I wish that.
It would be. Florida don't want that. Florida don't want that. Sorry, they don't want that. Nope.
Yeah, we like
Jabar, you already know. Thank you. See, I told they don't want that. No. They want us at the beginning to knock us on out the way. Once they know they're not, it's downhill from that.
It's downhill from there.
Oh man, I hate that. I was like, man, if we can play at the end, and we already juiced up. I'm like, or the fifth game. I'll take the fifth game
too.
I could take the second game. They make no sense to me.
It goes back to coaching, though. Y'all have the right coach to get you ready for it.
Who's gonna win the orange today?
We are.
Oh, it ain't even talking about that.
We are.
You can hear it in his voice. You can hear it in his voice that he don't mean that.
Hey man, that weather look good outside, don't it? Man,
hey man, hey Fred, we gonna win today.
Fred keeping it real. He's like, no, we can get blown out today by 50 plus.
Hey man, you always got something to say with your little Florida Georgia hat on. Get some. I'm coming over your house today. I'm gonna take that and burn that shirt.
John, it is sunny out. It's real sunny out there today, man.
And we go, hey, just like this. Just we beating them down. We win by self.
I will say this.
We normally don't do this. We normally don't do this, but y'all know that everybody got to come back on the show next week after this game over.
Hey.
Yeah.
Look here.
Yeah, we can talk about this again, have a game recap.
I'm gonna keep it 100. The only chance we got of winning this game, we got a freshman quarterback that's starting, which is probably not a good thing. But
never a good thing.
We got to win this game is if he comes out and has a stellar game, something we've never seen before from him. Because we ain't seen him play really. But the only thing we have is the element of surprise. That's it.
Oh, I like that.
And speaking of the element of surprise, y'all can always pull a Florida State and cancel the game. Y'all got time.
Oh no, we ain't gonna do that now.
Pull it on COVID like Florida State.
We gonna do that now. Hey, listen, you gotta take your lumps, and that's how you grow.
That's how you grow, man. Hey, Florida State ain't thinking that no move. They like, nah, we got COVID. Y'all get out.
Let me ask you guys something. What do you guys remember your first game against playing each other? Like, what was that like building up to it? Your freshman, sophomore year, the first time you guys actually played in the game. What was it like? We'll start with you, Big Hen.
Playing against who?
Yeah.
Florida. I can't remember my first game, man. I can't remember it. What? That was 2000? No, I'm sorry.
No.
90.
Let me see. 99?
98.
98.
No, I didn't play 98.
He played 99, you know?
Fred, that was Fred first time. That was him.
Yeah, you're right.
I was a prop 48 at that moment.
So,
God. So Fred, when you walked out on that field for the first time against Florida, and you looked up at the stadium, regardless of where you was, Tennessee or Florida, what was that feeling like? Was it a feeling that I'm finna whoop their butts, or was it, man, this is scary as hell?
you know, one thing being at Tennessee, I never once walked on the football field and thought I was going to lose, ever.
Like that.
Ever. Never once thought I was going to lose, not one game. So
Wow.
we knew it was going to be a hard fought, game, but the crowd was so loud coming out. All week, all the guys kept saying, of course we won a couple games before we played them. It was 1996, and literally, bro, everybody on the team would tell you, you ain't playing no football yet. I'm like, what you mean? We played 2 games. No, you ain't playing no football yet. We ain't playing no games till we play Florida. You don't know what football is like till you play Florida, because they hit harder, they run faster, and this is SEC football. It's like, you want to know what football is like? Wait till we play Florida, and you'll understand what we're talking about. So that's how it was for me. It was everybody on the team telling you, you better be ready, because them boys ain't playing.
Were you nervous?
You better be. The first time I came in the game, Terry Fair, my big brother, said to me, as I'm running in, I'm hyped, I'm ready to go, I'm gonna knock somebody out. He said, don't fuck up. That's the first thing I heard when I got in the huddle, and I'm sitting there thinking to myself, oh shit.
That's what I'm talking about.
What about you, Jabar?
Okay, man.
What about you, Jabar? How did you feel?
My first shoot, man. I was hyped. I was ready. My first game, we was up there in Tennessee. I never forget, man. I walked out there before the game and just stood in the middle of the field, just looking around that stadium like, damn, there's going to be a lot of people here. There's going to be a lot of people here. I wasn't starting at the time, so I came off. I was coming in off the bench, and man, one of our other receivers, he was having like a little bad game. He dropped a couple passes. He got down on himself, and coach, he put me in, and I just took off from there. I never forget. My first catch of that game was a slant. They hit on that big old 98 trying to get.
Okay, so I was gonna say,
I just hit it running.
So Jabar, the rumor is, and I'll tell you who said it later. So the rumor is, when they pulled you off the bench and asked you, were you ready? You said, I was ready the first quarter.
Right, man. I've been ready. Right. As soon as I seen it, that boy had to drop that pass. I'm like, cool. What's up, man?
I don't know what player tell a coach, I was ready the first quarter, hell.
Man, for real. I know, man. I've been ready. What you mean? Let's go.
I think
I ain't finna drop nothing.
I was like you, bro. I was coming off the bench. I forgot if Billy Rattle. That's a Worm, and Debo was still.
Yeah.
So I was coming out. Yeah. I can't remember my first snap of that game, man. I know I was nervous. Yeah. I'm usually always nervous, but because it's big. It's big. If you see Billy on the Worm on the sideline and Debo, everybody they into it, bro. It's like, can I get in? Can I get in? Hey, one snap, you back out again.
Right. But that's the game. Once you get out there, they say like it's that nervousness, and then it's like, all right, let's go. But looking at that jump from the sideline, it was like, yeah, this big boy football right here. This big boy football.
That's why the day finna be
bring out the best thing. Are you gonna wither away.
Yeah.
Let me ask you guys this. So you guys play each other this week, and then you go to a smaller school the next week. Is it kind of like a downplay? Like you're going to a smaller school, it's like, it's like we're gonna play, I don't know, a smaller school compared to this game, the best game, the championship basically. Like, was it like a big transition to go from playing you guys to going to someone smaller?
Honestly, I'll say this. When we play against Florida, yeah, it's the biggest game. But then if you win against Florida, you should not lose to nobody else. You better not lose to nobody else. If you lose to Florida, you still better show everybody that, you're the second best team in the SEC, just in case they lose one. You know what I mean? So it was you gonna have no letdown. You better come with it. And I'm not gonna lie to you, when we played against teams that were lesser than Florida, my goal was to be out of the game by the third quarter. My backup need to be in, but for the fourth quarter, he need to be playing.
Right.
Wow. Is that
like
how
that.
you looked at it?
It ain't like that no more.
Yeah.
Hey, but it ain't like that no more though.
Listen, that's how the older dudes did us. They wanted to have the game over with so we can get our playing time in the fourth quarter. And you guys have experience. You know what I'm saying?
That's real talk, though. That's how we was, man. It was like only 6 games that I played in past halftime. Yeah. When I was in the game in the fourth quarter, we was in trouble.
It's a fight. It means
it's a fight. I got to be here. At the halftime, I'm about shutting it down.
Mm-hmm.
So Jabar's first introduction to Tennessee, he goes in, he does a slam. And people are like, Jabar Gaffney. And then you know how fans are. Fans are with you, and then they're against you.
Right.
So you had Tennessee fans like, oh man, that dude knew he ain't gonna do nothing. And then about 3 or 4 minutes later, they was like, oh Lord, somebody put somebody on him.
he still didn't catch it. That's the whole point. You didn't catch it.
Hey, that referee was your referee, man. He saw it.
Oh, they was. Spur came and tapped him on the ass. I saw it. I saw it. Hey, man, look.
Hey, they paid the favor that next year, man, because that boy Show was holding me. I had a pass interference on that 2-point play. And he ain't coming.
Lord.
And you know it. All y'all know it. Everybody see it. That boy was holding the best out of me, man, and he ain't calling. So y'all
before we go, we need a score prediction for today.
What's the score prediction
first?
Score prediction?
Yeah.
I'd say probably like 42-10.
Oh, damn.
42-10. It'll probably be something like that.
I got 42-14. I'm going to give him 2 touchdowns.
I'm going to give him a touchdown and field goal.
Ooh.
21,
what's your prediction, John?
Tennessee. 21-28 Tennessee.
Wow.
God, you drinking?
Huh?
Are you drinking right now?
No, I'm just having gator meat.
Okay. My prediction, 30-7.
Who?
Florida.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, there you go. Keep going. Yeah, while I beat the game.
Fred, what you got, Fred? Fred's gonna keep it real for you.
I'm gonna go.
Rocky Talk, you all.
God, you can't convince me, man.
I'm gonna go 37-24 Florida. I hate to say that, but I gotta keep it real.
Wow.
You transformed the ball to a gator.
I gotta keep I'm not about listen. I'm gonna be 100. I'm gonna keep it 100. We're not ready.
We ready.
We young, man.
Y'all ain't ready.
We ready.
Oh, Lord.
We ready. Hey, man, look here. So this is it. Game is at 3 o'clock. You know what time it is. JFL, we gotta go. Because I gotta go cook this gator. I'm finna rotel this mug. You see? So we having gators today. Rookies and all. For life.
Hey, never gator bait.
My quarterback.
Gator bait.
My freshman quarterback gonna have a night today. My freshman quarterback gonna have a good night tonight, though.
Be in.
He gonna throw
JFL, hey,